If you're aiming to be flamboyant and outspoken, you better have the skills to match. Prince Naseem not only exuded flashiness and verbosity, but also possessed the touch of death to support it all. He embodied a blend of style and power, showcasing a high-risk, high-reward approach to boxing. Every time he stepped into the ring, he went all in, truly embodying the essence of boldness. The Prince boasted an impressive record of 36 wins and 1 loss, with 31 knockout victories. Throughout his career, he secured 3 world titles and suffered only 1 defeat in 37 fights. Known for ending nearly half of his matches in less than 2 rounds. He was renowned as one of the hardest hitting featherweights in history. His remarkable achievements in the sport will lead to his induction into the IBF Hall of Fame. Not only did he serve as a symbol for British boxing in the 90s, he also successfully crossed over into the mainstream public conscience. During this time, fighters in lighter weight classes received limited coverage and smaller purses. Prince Naseem revolutionized this by becoming the first in his division to compete for $1 million purse. Prince Naseem's boxing style epitomized his fearless nature, embodying his full commitment to the fight with unwavering confidence in his finesse and power. He dares to fight with his hands low, beckoning his rivals to engage in an intense firefight. Nothing excited him more than the heat of combat, being thrilled by the unfolding drama. The real excitement lay in the build-up of someone getting knocked out. With the certainty, it will be his opponents hitting the canvas, and not him. The rush resided in the roll of the dice, reminiscent of picking black or red on the roulette wheel. In the midst of exchanges, someone was bound to get the shorter end of the stick, reminiscent of the unpredictable nature of gambling. Just like high-stakes betting, going all in meant facing the possibility of defeat. When you possess the touch of death, every exchange of punches inevitably sway in your favor. Naseem's immense power tilted the odds so decisively in his direction that victory seemed almost preordained, a testament to his bone-shattering power.
All the momentum in these punches, nice rhythm. Also, Alistair caught him there, but he still had enough to land.
This fight is not finished in the first round, it's because now doesn't want to yet.
In the unique and unorthodox boxing style of Prince Naseem, his success hinged on the blend of athleticism and raw power. Picture this: he'd position himself on the outside, taunting his opponents with lowered hands. It was a strategic dance, luring them into his web. As they lunged towards him, he'd effortlessly sidestep a sway, elusive as a phantom. And when they inevitably overreached, he pounced with blistering precision. Now having his opponents second-guessing their engagements, he'd probe with jabs from a distance, studying their every twitch. The moment they dared stray from the guard, he'd unleash his fury like a coiled serpent. Every strike was a symphony of motion, a sudden explosion from the ground up, his entire body twisting to channel his ferocious power. It would prove challenging for his adversaries to prepare for such an unconventional approach, with his hands held low and a non-conventional defense, relying heavily on instincts and shows a disregard for traditional methods with a touch of disdain. Naseem's extraordinary natural talents bestowed upon him by the divine enable him to achieve feats that the average boxer can merely fantasize about. What truly set him apart was his unparalleled sense of balance. While appearing off balance, he defied the norms by executing maneuvers that even seasoned boxers found impossible. With astonishing agility, he flew in from unexpected angles, launching off his back foot with the precision and speed of a striking cobra. A master of versatility, the switch hitter. Nas seamlessly switched stances and boasted monstrous power in both hands. His enigmatic style relentlessly kept his opponents guessing. Proficient at all distances, he fielded the ability to initiate an attack with any punch in his arsenal. even if it included a devastating lead uppercut. His explosive speed and precision made evading his blows a daunting challenge. It was his unique flair and cunning maneuvers that propelled him to the pinnacle of his craft, by merit of exploiting the vulnerabilities and orthodox technique. Under the meticulous guidance of Brendan Engel, Nas honed his skills in an unorthodox stance of fighting with either foot leading. The key to his devastating power lay in the explosive energy derived from the full extension and torque of his punches, generated by his feet. This daring approach carried a significant risk, leaving him vulnerable if the strikes failed to connect. However, when his blows found a mark, they unleashed nothing but sheer devastation. With an arsenal of diverse techniques at his disposal, he stood an offensive juggernaut, capable of bringing a fight to a decisive end with a single well-placed strike.
Left hook, bang, and he went down.
Just sort of feeling each other out. You get the feeling there's some bombs ready to... Very, very common. But look, the punches come from all sorts of angles. Bringing them round the side, one right through the middle there, and then lifts that one up. Good solid right hand there. Oh, left hook.
Naseem Hamad's unorthodox footwork and evasiveness were the key components of his unique fighting style. His unconventional approach to foot positioning, often with both feet forward, allowed him to generate unexpected angles of attack and disorient his opponents. This unorthodox stance also contributed to his elusive movements, making it challenging for his rivals to predict his next move. Hamad's ability to swiftly shift positions and employ agile footwork enabled him to evade incoming strikes and counter with lightning-quick responses, showcasing his creativity and unpredictability. The Prince had exceptional hip and head movement, which added an extra layer of unpredictability and defensive prowess to his fighting style. His hip movement was fluid and dynamic, allowing him to evade incoming attacks. By constantly shifting his hips and torso, he could move with agility around his opponents. In terms of head movement, Naseem Hamad had a unique ability to bob and weave with precision and speed. By constantly moving his head from side to side, he made it difficult for his opponents to land clean shots on him, all while looking for openings to counter with his own fast and powerful punches. What set Nas apart and struck fear into the hearts of his opponents was his undenying ability to counter with surgical precision. While his flashy style may have seemed flamboyant, beneath that lay a profound understanding of the sweet science, a deep well of boxing knowledge that guided his every move. His keen sense of timing and accuracy allowed him to pinpoint vulnerabilities in his foes' defenses and exploit them ruthlessly. Nas' mastery of footwork, hip sways, and head movement was more than just defensive maneuvers. They were the tools that enabled him to slip punches effortlessly while maintaining the perfect position to unleash devastating counters. The dance of evasion and retribution became his trademark, a deadly waltz where he led and his opponents followed, straight into his deadly traps. With a keen eye for openings and a cold-blooded efficiency, Nas punished his adversaries for their mistakes, making them pay dearly for every lapse in judgment. His punches held the power to shift the tides of battle in an instant, a testament to the lightning reflexes and raw strength. Every strike he threw was a thunderous reminder of the danger he posed, a reminder that lingered in the minds of those who dared to face him. But perhaps the most deceptive weapon in Nas's arsenal was his ability to lure his opponents in with a false sense of security. With his hands confidently lowered, he tantalized his rivals, inviting them to take the bait, and time again, they fell victim to their own greed, succumbing to the allure of the trap he had set. In the end, it was not just Nas's speed and power that made him a significant opponent to contend with. It was his ability to outsmart and outmaneuver his opponents, leaving them no choice but to walk willingly into the jaws of defeat.
Certainly on Glenn and I's scorecard.